Do you make the same salary as the guy down the hall? The one who does the same job as you? If so, you have today's power woman to thank. Lily Cloud here, founder of Bluefeet, where I get to help people tap into the power of their very own awesomeness so they can make their part of the world, and maybe even the whole world, a better place. Now, let's tap into some power. Today's power woman didn't rest on her laurels. She used them to get equal pay in her sport and respect for the power of women. But before we get into this awesome woman's accomplishments, let's just take a moment to look back at her era. In the early 1970s, a woman could not get a credit card or a loan without a man to co-sign for her. She could get fired from her job if she was pregnant. Yes, that was actually legal. And if the boss made a pass at her, or worse, there was nothing she could do about it really, except quit. That was the world of today's power woman, Billie Jean King, who was named Female Athlete of the Year by the Associated Press in 1967 for her domination of tennis. Guess what her prize was for her first Wimbledon singles title? A gift certificate for tennis attire. By the time she racked up the AP award and 9 Wimbledon titles, she was sick of the world of his and hers, which were not only separate but very unequal. Think of it this way. His prize money would buy a really nice house. Hers would buy some really nice furniture. But hey, what does she need to buy a house for? Her husband will do that for her. Nevertheless, she persisted. Billie Jean was the first female athlete to ever make $100,000 in a single season. Of course, she had to work 5 to 10 times as hard as a man to do it. Sound familiar? Finally, in 1971, she was fed up. She and several other women refused to play in one of those cheap tournaments. Instead, they started their own. The men who were in charge of the tennis establishment threatened to suspend them, but they went ahead anyway, and they even got corporate prize money. In 1973, Billie Jean used her stardom to finally get equal pay for women. She told the US Open, "Hey guys, if you don't pay men and women equally, I'm going to start a boycott." Woohoo! Success! But don't get too excited. It was 28 years before another Grand Slam tournament offered the same. Wimbledon didn't offer equal prize money until 2007. The struggle continues, but thank God for our foremothers who got us this far. Despite all these accomplishments, Billie Jean King is best known for beating self-proclaimed male chauvinist pig Bobby Riggs in the Battle of the Sexes, a media spectacle / tennis tournament that was broadcast all over the world. Bobby Riggs started it by throwing down this dumbass challenge.
Girls play a nice game of tennis for girls, but when they get out there on a court with a man, even a tired old man of 55, they're going to be in big trouble.
Those of you women who are first or only in your industry, your department, your office, maybe you feel the pressure to always be better, to do more, to perform top-notch, just because you're a woman. When you're feeling down about this, think about today's power woman. Billie Jean King bore the weight of all the women in the world in the Battle of the Sexes, in front of 30,000 spectators and 90 million people watching on TV all over the globe. And she kicked his ass. Never underestimate the power of a woman. Billie Jean says, "A champion is afraid of losing. Everyone else is afraid of winning." More power women to come. Subscribe to the Bluefeet channel so you don't miss a single one.